Hey right guys, Treasure Munchers Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 7 of This Is Us Season 3. Really enjoyed the last episode, kind of have Kevin investigating Jack, this whole Vietnam thing, which is, good. I feel like it's going to lead somewhere great as well, so This Is Us kind of always has a nice journey to a good little ending as well, so we'll see what happens with that. And Randall, in his politician ways, he's got his new teammate, he's forming like a little crew as well, which is quite nice. So yeah, I'm enjoying the season so far. I'd say it's pretty much as good as 2 at the moment. Maybe 2 is a little bit stronger because I think maybe at this point we had the trilogy was about to start with the number 1, 2, and 3. I'm not sure exactly which episode. I'll check before we start the reaction, but I think that was pretty early on. So yeah, episode 7 though, guys. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like. If you're new, remember to subscribe. And if you do want the early and uncut reactions to This Is Us, then link to the Patreon page will be in the description. And one of the comments down below, there should be an entire season ahead. My Twitter and Instagram will be down below as well if you want to follow me on either of those. But for now, let's do this. There it is. Is that the necklace? Pretty sure. They put quite a bit of focus on it. This is going to be like the journey of the necklace, and then the necklace will die and it'll make us all cry. Oh, bro. Unlucky. It's just like, yeah, I'm having that. One of the extras was breathing. Did anyone see that? Maybe he was meant to be, but I'm going with no.
You're not Superman. It's just
I am Superman. That's what I
a
said.
stupid nickname.
I don't know. He did save a dog from a burning building. Sounds like something Superman would do. Just saying. I'd argue Jack is better than Superman, even though Superman would have died from inhaling fumes.
2,423 more miles till we get to Los Angeles.
Bro.
There.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dorothy 6 hours to drive.
This one's got nothing on you.
It's
This
literally the
woman
opposite
is
end.
Joni Mitchell. Wait to get to LA. Sunset Boulevard.
Drugs. Lots of murder.
I'm from Pittsburgh. But
Homeless
sometimes it just
people
feels
everywhere.
a little
Unless you're up
small.
in the hills over there. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be a treat.
Oh my.
Save eating a cheese. I just made that up.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Contact me on Instagram.
Really? I thought we graduated to tagging status.
It's not that. I just don't want my dad to know I'm in Vietnam.
That's the
I don't need more
backstory.
words. Or really anything about your family.
Wow.
Hey, I found us this great market for lunch.
And we've moved on
Theo in town.
super quick.
Like eating.
Looks great. Let's
Thing is, that was him
Let the
last
greatest
season.
of all
Just
time
don't
begin.
talk about your family.
Insubordination, partying like it's Woodstock. That's why I got him on doo-doo detail.
I can get him right.
Doo-doo detail.
I know I can.
Got piercing,
Hello.
brother.
You know, we did used to share a room.
There he goes, one of his Jack
Glass old
speeches.
house, a lot of spiders, big spiders. And then so carefully,
That's what
he
I
would
do.
guide the spider onto the book, trap it under the glass,
Throw it
and then take
outside.
so it could crawl away.
That's what you gotta
That was
do.
your favorite part.
I wouldn't say it's
Watching
my
it be okay.
favourite part, but
I need to try and save my little brother before Na meets him alive. Sir.
so yeah, I guess I'd get eaten alive
Put
in
brothers
Vietnam
the
as
same
well then.
outfit. That's basic policy.
to get wild. We'd go like chicken pot pie every once in a while. What
Oh,
about you?
sounds banging.
What about me?
Well, what was dinner like when you were a kid?
Just stop.
you?
It's not gonna happen, mate.
Got it.
Oh God! Please tell me we don't look that touristy.
I recognise him. That's my dad's best mate.
Excuse me.
Does he actually know him?
Excuse me.
Or her, I
Hi.
guess.
Your necklace. You mind telling me where you got that?
Souvenir shop at the entrance.
Here.
Wow. What are the odds? Maybe it's Spirit Jack sending him on a trail.
Sale. Many, many, many.
Does that help? I guess it doesn't help.
And then, if we're really getting into Fantasyland, I open up for Neil Young.
Neil
And then
Young.
Just on the road.
Is that what you want?
Alright,
I don't know.
sure.
I just love watching people dance while I sing. People don't slow dance nearly as much.
Oh, he's
as
going
they
to tell her
should.
to get up and sing. Here we go. Or maybe ask her to dance. It's one or the other.
Love doing my small part to keep it alive.
Hint taken.
Will you take my hand? Uh, feels so awkward with that music.
Where did you get
Like they're not playing that song.
Might have picked up a move or two.
Like you can hear the floorboards creaking and it's like no music playing. Well, because they're old. You don't know they're sweet. He could abuse his
Sorry,
children.
kind of an easy cry.
Oh, they're so sweet because they're old people. I don't buy that. He could be a racist. You don't know.
Nope. Never.
Never?
Last time I cried was last night. Finished Schindler's List. That was, yeah, really fun film.
Did you want to use the sink first?
What is that on the wall? Is that meant to be a picture frame? Because there's nothing on it. Just, they are not your pajamas, bro. Oh, it's a mirror. Okay, that makes sense.
You know, I think my grandfather had those pajamas.
Yeah, that's a fair statement.
When I sleep.
There we go. It's gonna happen. Come on, they're both in a hotel room by themselves. Oh, did it happen? Did it happen? Yeah, fair enough. We didn't even need to like see her sneaking over. It just, yeah. Okay, I guess we do. I guess we do need to see it apparently. Oh, these are just different hotels. Yep. Fairs. Yep. God, it's a 36-hour journey. How slow are you being? This is like, you know what? We've been happy for like a minute and a half. We need to tone it down a little bit.
But maybe you're having these nightmares because
Rebecca. Please.
Damn. He literally will not talk about it. That's green screen, by the way. Looks real. It's almost like I'm there on that 36-hour journey with them.
You can take me. Yeah?
I mean, fair. He's time out his day.
You're gonna love
Hey,
Nicole.
hippies
She
everywhere.
imprinted her to
What is that top? It looks like a tea towel just draped over her shoulders. I mean, fashion, I guess, but
he just got back from Vietnam. So he's clearly working through some things, but he won't talk to me about it.
I mean, it's fair. You've only really
I
known each other
wish he
for
would let me.
4 days, maybe, on this.
You're really wild
journey.
about this guy. I just wish he would let me in.
Like, I know they knew each other before, but they weren't. They only had like twice, and now it's like 4 days. But yeah.
Yeah, no, let's go back to the hotel. You continue to tell me absolutely nothing about your life.
Oh, bro,
Tell you plenty.
I'm just saying, you know, you're obviously going through something with your dad.
you were the same.
Not going.
You can't judge her at all because he was doing the same thing.
It's a terrible part of my life that I try not to dwell on. So, can we please go back to the hotel?
She has the same mindset that you had for 2 seasons
That's great.
in a row.
Cheers.
Jesus. It did sound like a gunshot, to be fair to him there.
I don't want to bring that part of my life into this
That's fair,
with you.
I'd say. But then you get situations like Kevin going to Vietnam to investigate this stuff.
Good luck with yours too.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, your meeting that we know nothing about. How awkward would that be to have to sit there with your demo? The judgy ass face. Not for me, bye.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Great stuff. That was beautiful.
Really? Thank you. All right, thank you very much for your time. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Hey.
That's it, well, great. We came all this way for that. Could have told her that over the phone.
And then we keep in touch.
Really giving a lot
Please,
here, mate.
I
think you're Pittsburgh good.
Oof. Oof.
Thank you. I appreciate the feedback.
Damn. From what I heard, it didn't sound fucking great. It sounded like the most mediocre toned voice. No offense.
I'm Staff Sergeant Jack Pearson. Your son was under my command. I'm responsible for his death.
Oh, who was that? Is that the one we saw die?
Val, why are you stopping? Why are you stopping?
Val's a little menace.
Are you VC? Sometimes.
Yeah, he wouldn't know. He's being led to a trap the entire time. Oh, it's... Yeah, so I think this is the one who died.
Hey, Townie, knock it off. Just one more, Sarge. No. Go on, pretty boy. Boone, you got a can?
Hey,
I don't think you got the arm, Townie.
Now, want to bet? Go deep.
Nah, for a big boy, you sure throw like a swimmer.
Mad.
Well, he was one of the good ones. And that I am sorry.
Probably the most is spoken about the past in one scene.
It wasn't your fault, son.
Yeah, I get why he wants to like take responsibility for it, but yeah, can't be blamed for that.
Can I help you with that?
No, I can do it.
No, you can't.
Imagine going abroad and being ill the entire time. What shit would that be?
Thank you.
I bet that's happened to someone watching, surely. Just been ill.
He kept the first 28 years of his life a secret from my mom, which I don't want that for us.
Fairs, but you haven't known her that long. It's been a couple months, maybe a few months. So,
But if I can't, it's okay.
Fairs, I thought he was gonna be like, if I can't, then we're not gonna work out.
I'm falling in love with you.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Whether you open up to me or not.
He said
I'm
falling in love, though. He didn't say he's fallen in love.
My father
Was a
sexually
drunk.
abused me.
Oh, okay, that's probably that as well. I knew it was going to be something like that.
Or even because I'm falling in love with you too.
Oh, okay, just slipping that in there.
I'm telling you this because my father has already ruined so much for me. And I'm not gonna let him ruin this too.
Yeah, I think like him not opening up about his past, very different reasoning to hers. I assumed it'd be something like that.
And,
I thought it'd be like abused her mom or something, but I don't know. I like her, she's cool. I didn't think she'd open up about it in the same app, so...
They said that I was Pittsburgh good, which I've decided to take as a compliment.
Can I hear the song?
I thought I'm surprised not storming in there like, how dare you?
I'm done singing for today.
You can't hear the song because she didn't take the tape back with her. I noticed it, by the way, she left the tape there. Oh, unless she means busting out right now.
People say it's nice to meet me.
Fairs.
I often wonder.
So if she whips out a tape, then this shows the most unrealistic thing I've ever seen. Dang. Is that would you be like, is that a good response?
Now I think my
There it
eyes
is.
are open. I take a deeper dive. Turns out
Oh yeah, so
my mistakes.
because we saw this, I think in Act 5, what you kind of did here at the village.
You got 2 weeks.
2 weeks of Jack trying to get through to him. Who would have known Peter Petrelli from Heroes would be a sick actor?
Come on. Let's go home.
Oh, I shouldn't ask any questions about it, it's just like me up. Alright, there we go guys, that is episode 7 of This Is Us Season 3. Good episode, I enjoyed this one. I think they're definitely doubling down and focusing on... I guess it makes sense because we've seen so much of Jack in like his family life and we're still going to get plenty of that. So this season so far is definitely focusing more on him in Vietnam and giving us reasons about why he didn't open up about his past to like Rebecca or Kevin and stuff like that. And this episode was just the episode that definitely doubled down on that. So I like it. Like I say, I think with a character you don't care much about, these episodes would be very boring. Well, not boring, but just like you would not be into them. So I've said it before, but I'll say again, I think they waited for the perfect amount of time, and it's been put in at the perfect time, and they've done such a good job with Jack anyway that you care about these scenes, like him on just like a bike with someone from Vietnam for like half the episode as an example. Like you care about it because it's Jack and you want to know more about his past and his character and stuff. So but again, if this was done with a character or in a TV show with someone you just didn't care for and they were focusing so heavily on this stuff, you'd just be like, oh, dry. But thankfully, This Is Us is one of the few exceptions where you don't mind it. So that was all good stuff. And then the other half of this episode was in the kind of past as well, even though it's the future for Vietnam Jack. It was like Vietnam Jack's future, but our present day's past. I guess we had 3 kind of timelines actually. The first timeline was Jack in Vietnam. Second timeline was Jack and Rebecca going to LA and him not opening up about Vietnam and her wanting him to, and just seeing those two kind of fall in love more in the like earlier days when they were getting to know each other was quite interesting as well. So that was very good. And then the third timeline was of course Kevin in Vietnam with Zoe and him learning more about her. So she's saying that she was sexually abused by her dad. I don't know if I'm like glad that she kind of brought that up very early on. I think yeah, because we don't need, I guess, like 5 episodes of mystery, like of why won't she open up about her family and stuff. Like they kind of had him bring it up as something that I thought he was going to be like, oh, if you ain't going to open up about your past, then I can't do this. But he didn't go down that road. He just kind of said, if you don't want to open up about it, then that's fine, because he's like falling in love with her and stuff. So I'm glad he said that, because I was a little bit worried for a second. And then I thought maybe they'd kind of wait a few episodes for her to talk about it, but no, she did in this episode as well. So yeah, I'm surprised Kevin didn't mention anything about him. Again, very different reasons as to why he wouldn't open up about talking about his dad, but he was the same for years. Years and years and years, for however long, 2 seasons for us, but years and years for him. So you can't really say too much. I know now he's all like, yes, I'm really open about talking about my dad and want to learn so much about him. I get it is now, but you know, him and Kate were in the same boat of like not really talking about your emotions when it came to that side of stuff. So I don't think you could sit there judging too harshly. I get that he wants to know because he wants to know about her and her past and stuff. Like I get that. So I'm not like too harsh on him for that. I just think like him mentioning that he was the same at some point, like not wanting to talk about that stuff, would have. But then I guess maybe him saying that would have come across like he was trying to compare their situations, maybe. So I don't know, but you guys get what I'm trying to say anyway. But yeah, I really like Zoe. I think she's a really cool character, and I'm glad we got an episode of not just her this episode, but you know, having more of kind of focusing on just her, because I think like we have had a lot of her early in the episodes, but then because it's been so diced up between so many characters, you don't get much of a character. So when like Kevin's saying I'm falling in love with you and stuff, I don't really feel it just yet, because I don't think we've actually had that much time with them. Like if you add up their screen time together, we've probably had about 15-20 minutes of screen time of those two in 7 episodes, which is not that much. So, and most of that hasn't even been those two being romantic. It's just been like them hanging out kind of thing. But I do like them, and he didn't say he's in love with her yet, he said he's falling in love, so I'm not going to be, again, too harsh on that one. Really liked Jack's kind of story as well, but we always do. And yeah, I won't say this was a bold episode kind of focusing just on Jack, but I do think it was, you know, it was surrounded by, it was like Jack's story and just like everyone converging in on that basically. So yeah, rating, I'll probably give this one a 7.2, maybe a 7. I think like just a 7 out of 10, which is, for This Is Us, a very low rating. In any other show's world, that would be like a 3 or something. I don't know, like This Is Us getting a 7 is strange, but it was a 7 out of 10 episode, which is still good. It just, again, This Is Us is always getting 8, so it's very odd when I have to give something a 7, but it was a good episode, not as strong as some of the others of course, but yeah, there we go guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below in the comments. And if you do want the early and uncut reactions to This Is Us, then link to the Patreon page will be in the description and one of the comments down below. And I'll see you next time for episode 8. Until then, take care. Peace.